What up, Moogle Mob? Physics Bang here, and it is time to get into the Moogle Mob number 2 seed for this week. Did the first one recently, and you know what? Kind of chill. The work department right now, so we're gonna try and get one done. We may or may not be able to, or I'll probably just need to pause if I get a call or whatever. But it's fine. We're gonna see how it goes. So again, the Moogle Cup's coming up soon. We are still one short, so please, if you are interested, get in there. www.ff6worldscollide.com/discord. And that's all you need to do. Go there, go to the Moogle Cup channel, and find the link to sign up. And you too could be learning how to play Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide. But I'll do what I normally do, talk it through, and we'll see how it goes. 3, 2, 1, let's jam. Alright, so first thing I want to do is check my characters. We got Locke, Setzer, and Strago, and I want to see my skills. Runic, Rage, and X Magic. Interesting. So, Runic, Rage, X Magic. I'm looking at Rage, which is always a pretty interesting skill to start with. You do need to have some degree of Rage knowledge to hopefully make it work. It can be magic-based, and it can be physical-based, but I like to use it for its magical capabilities early on. So hopefully one of my rages can get me through. Otherwise, I need to find something else. 13, we're not going to be doing that. Yeah, otherwise we're not going to be doing anything else because X Magic doesn't matter early and Runic is complete dog water. So I'm not going to be doing anything with it. But I am going to take my free checks. Right, double dead, and we're going to start with a Valiant Knife. Yes, please. Valiant Knife and Offering. So we have a natural user of Valiant Knife, aka Locke. So that means that's someone who just can automatically be assumed to be using that Valiant Knife later. There's also an Offering there, so if I get a Terra, I can go kill Welk, loot the back, and get that second weapon shop check. And that would be the Offering. So if I find a Terra, I have a ready-made, oh my god, and a Ragnarok. Nice. And an Experience Egg. I see. So that's what this seed's going to be. Uh-huh. Interesting. Ragnarok and an Experience Egg in the shed. I'm glad I didn't forget to do that. That's good. Could have been pretty catastrophic had I missed it. We have a natural user of the Ragnarok as well. That would be Locke also. So we're kind of hoping that somebody else can use either the BK or the Ragnarok. Preferably Setzer. Now, I didn't get an Esper there, so no progression, so no harm in going to a shop or to a place and getting more progression. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to Kohlingen and do Setzer's free check. See what we can find. All right, Magicite, Bahamut. Bahamut is a good one. That is the best AoE damage Esper in the game. So big fan of finding that. I'm going to get myself a bunch of those. I'm going to get myself my 2 dried meats. I'm going to get 1 super ball. And I'll get some of these sleeping bags too. I think I have some things I can sell, like the X Potion, the Murasame. And that's about it. Just get some more sleeping bags with that. And check the other shops. No muffler. That's cool. And no rods or any big weapons. So we are good there. All right, so yeah, so far the start of the seed is looking real nice. I know someone can use the Ragnarok, and that can carry pretty hard. I have a Super Ball that can carry pretty hard. I like to use it on a dragon if I can, but I'm a little bit safe in that regard. I don't like taking the time to go try and fight a dragon that could just one-hit KO me without an issue. So, not really my style, but some people really like to go snipe those early dragons with Super Balls. Checking the returners for more loot. Nothing fancy in here, unfortunately. But, I mean, I can't ask for much more than what I've already found. And we're mostly done with free checks. We can be considering doing Phoenix Cave. That is definitely on the radar. There's also a dragon there. Hey, bud, get out of my way. Thank you. Memento Ring. That sounds a lot like money. Would like some Revivifies. And, you know, I'll take some tonics too. Maybe a remedy. All right. So when I'm checking item shops, I'm always looking to get my curables. So, you know, things like antidotes and echo screens and remedies, green cherries, that kind of thing, because I want to make sure that if I get a status effect later, particularly on Final Kefka, then I have a way to negate it. I am fairly low on money, so that's why I'm kind of heading here. Striker is good money. I have that Mega Elixir I can sell too if I'm feeling particularly daring. Okay, nothing too great, but not bad either way. Oh man, really? I'm looking for earrings because I have that rage. Atlas Armlet I definitely want. So Atlas Armlet is going to increase your physical damage by 25%. I have 2 weapons. I'm hoping I can use both of those weapons. So I'll pick up 2 of those Atlas Armlets. Doesn't work the best on VK because the VK isn't really based on vigor damage. It's more based on the amount of life you're losing, and that is not influenced by the Atlas Armlet. Only the physical damage of the VK is amplified, while the missing HP damage is just flat. Still looking for rods, because I like a little bit of supplemental offense, something that I can sort of crack if I get into a bad position, but we are not going to get it here. Still pretty short on money, so let's go ahead and check the basement. And in general, you know, I'm kind of running this for people who are newer, who might not know how to start a seed. So I recommend anybody who is new, you should definitely just loot basically everything. You know, go check World of Balance Narsh, check your shops, go to Returners, loot all your chests, go to South Figaro, do the basement, check all your shops, go to Zen, check all the shops. You know, loot as much as you can. Drinks Glue, big name in the community. One thing he said a long time ago is you can't learn to do more with less until you're able to do more with more. So get all your tools, start getting used to playing with them and putting them together in different and interesting ways. Get used to recognizing your builds faster, and then when you have less things, you can piece together some pretty weird things that still work. I watched Golden Shocker do, I think it was an Aura Lance. Oh, that's funny, I just got a falchion because that's what it was a scimitar. Aura Lance, scimitar, Genji glove, hero ring, Edgar, I think, and he was doing like 16,000 damage around with it because he had him strength pumped. So like, even though he didn't have a big weapon for him, no Atma weapon, no Ragnarok, no Illumina, he just had 2 like kinda, you know, Timu weapons that he was able to slaughter Kefka with. Also, I found some pretty good stuff in here. I liked the cat hood. I was a big fan of that one. Got some earrings too, hero ring. I like it. We have enough things to sell now, so I definitely want to go check Zen and see if we can get something from the Zen Thief. I like to get a bunch of Espers. I want to see what bonuses I can get. I want to see what spells I can learn fast. In Moogle Cup, you know, you might get a Fire 3 that has a, times 20 learn rate or whatever, so you can learn it off one fight. So I want to have that option if I can. 55k is a bit too expensive for me, though, so I'm going to have to check World of Ruin. It is an Esper, though. Okay, we got no earrings there. That's okay. But I am going to check the shop. Still looking for more rods. I did find a Pearl Rod, which is pretty huge. Sucks that it's kind of single target, but it'll still wipe out a boss for me if I need it to. Shurikens, I like to get a bunch of those because they're dirt cheap, and if I go to the Colosseum, then that's a thing that I can gamble. Maybe those shurikens are exchanged for Illuminas. That would be really cool. Green cherries, yes. Echo screens, yes. I have Revivifies already. I'll take a tent, why not? And let's get going. Alright, so I am going to World of Ruin already, so you know what? Maybe we just get a little cheeky with it and we'll just do Phoenix Cave. We're already going to be nearby, so let's do that. Let's do Zen. And we'll check the Zen Thief. Hopefully we find earrings here, would be really cool. I'm not really intending on fighting the dragon in Phoenix Cave, so it's fine. I don't need crazy offense yet. 20k? Much better. Can we get some earrings, please? We can. Alright, so we should just sell some things. We'll sell the Falchion. That sells pretty good. And what else can we get rid of? Full Moon, Regal Cutlass, that's good. Guardian, that's good. Hairband, that's fine. You know what? I need more money than I have available in sellables, so it's like 22,000. That's unfortunate. Gold Shield? Memento Ring? Okay, we did it. We found some things to sell, but not as many as I would have liked. Oh, it's 20,000, not 22. Nah, whatever. Who cares? We're getting ready to get some more loot in Phoenix Cave, so it's fine. It's fine. Minerva's for sale. I would like to keep that in mind, but I'm probably going to forget. World of Ruin, Zen, Minerva's. Pearl rods and fire rods. Yes, please. So I have anything else I could sell? I will sell a lot for those. Beads can go. It'll get me another one. Oh, baby. All right. Beautiful. This is very nice. So it was all worth it. Flying around everywhere. All right, let's hit up Phoenix Cave. Let's do that. Why not? The worst that could happen when I push scaling super high and all I'm relying on is rods and rage. It's fine. All right, we know he has one of the Moogle charms. We just got to equip Moogle charms on the other party. We should be able to just run on up. Hit the switch. Put the Moogle charm on. And I'm not equipping anything because I'm not intending to fight anything. So I'm just here for loot and checks. It is risky for me to sort of push scaling this high when all I have is rage, and I don't even know if the rages that I have are going to be useful. But I do have 3 fire rods and a pearl rod, and I'm hoping that if I just have to use those to get through some grind fights, it'll get me levels, and I'm hoping it teaches me some spells. But for the time being, if I can just kind of squeak by a couple grind fights, learn a spell off an Esper, or get enough MP to use Bahamut, I'm in there. I got the seed sort of cracked, ready to go. And then it's just kind of specializing everybody because I have that VK. I still need to see who can use it. I know Locke can, but I hope someone else can. Got the Ragnarok. I know Locke can, but I hope someone else can. That way I can tell who's going to have what job. I'm hoping to find Terra because I need an offering. And that's a freebie. Just go kill the Welk and get it for free. And I have a ready-made VK build, which means I'm looking for HP plus anything. Preferably 50 or 100, but I'll take a 20 or a 10. Any boost is a good boost. But the sooner I can specialize my characters, or at least begin specializing them, figuring out what they're going to do at the end of the game, the better off I will be. Of course, that depends on what I find on my Espers. I might have no bonuses at all, but if I have a good bonus, I want to know who it needs to go on so they can have it forever. And who's going to get that experience egg. While I'm running around, experience eggs are always better on the character that's going to do physical damage, so I don't really care who it's going to be between the Ragnarok or the VK. I know the Ragnarok's going to slap later. I'm not 100% sure the VK is until I find an offering. So I try to put it on the one that has the highest chance of being like a god character at the end. An offering is not a guaranteed thing. So I would probably put it on the Ragnarok user to start. And then if I get what I need for a good VK build later, then I will swap it. So that's the plan. And then what's Strago going to do? I don't know. If there's a spell on an Esper, he gets that. That is the plan. He's going to get 2 earrings anyway, probably, because I want him to be cracking rods, and he's got the highest magic out of everybody in my team. All right, I do need to pause. I will be right back. All right, and we're back. Okay, so unfortunately, that was dead, and it was an Atma that doesn't matter right now. So we're going to look at these. No good spells and speed. So I guess speed, we know that he's going to be able to use multiple items, so I'm going to give him the speed. I guess you can have this. Like, the Espers are bad. How much does Bahamut cost? 65. Too expensive. All right. He has rage, I do believe. Nope. You have rage, so we'll give you double earrings for now. You can have the experience egg and the hero. You could have one of the earrings. Let's get some equipment going. So you can use everything, but can he use anything? Valiant knife. So we'll give him the Valiant knife. We'll give him the Ragnarok. Good. He can have the heal rod. Sounds great. Cat hood, lovely. I'm gonna put him in the front. Him in the front. We're gonna save. Great. Good enough. Oh, wait, you know what? This is the wrong side. I need to do some grinding. So I'm going to go up here to this entrance because this is right next to the healing spring. Now, I do this really safe. You'll see some people will go here. They'll start in the front. They'll take their grind fights in the front. And then they will just go fight the boss. I am too much of a wuss for that. I like to do my grind fights, then go back in, take care of it from there. So let's see what rages we got. I like to start at the bottom because most of the good ones are down there. Ocula, Gigantos. I am not seeing much, but I do have box sets, which has Meteor. So we'll try and get that to work. If I can get a couple Meteors off, we'll be fine. Oh, shoot. You know what? I just runicked like a dork. Now he's going to get a Meteor off. Watch. Here it comes. You ready? Coming. Or I'm just going to get feelered. I'm going to get felt up. There it is. Is it going to work? Nice. So, yeah, unfortunately, the rages I have are not the best. I'm going to have him fight himself because he has a heal rod, or he's going to die. There we go. Nice. Another meteor that should finish this fight up. So beautiful. Love to see it. Now, I came here because I have, I'm right next to Locks check, so I'll be able to go ahead and do the tunnel armor check as soon as I feel like I have a good enough amount of levels. So honestly, it's just going to be maybe one more fight, and then we're going to roll with it. I might actually just go right now. That was probably fine. We're probably pushing, oh yeah, we're already past level 10, so let's go ahead and, yeah, we'll do that. Already saved, so let's go. That at least gets us started. It'll make this boss a lot safer. And if it is bad, then I've already saved. And I could just go somewhere else if it's a nasty boss. But with the rods I have, should be fine. I also learned Natural Magic Meteor. I saw somebody learned it. So that's cool. Big fan of that. Let's see what our first boss is going to be. We got Pearl Rods, we got Fire Rods, we got Meteor. And that should be good enough. Except for versus this guy. This kind of sucks. We do have X Magic Meteor, which is going to have to be good enough. So, of course, we, have Fire Rods, and look who it is. But this absolute idiot. Aw, lame. So I do need to use something like a tincture, and unfortunately Pearl doesn't work on him either. But the good news is if I get him to the point where Shiva comes out, I have those fire rods sort of ready for him. Not the best starting fight. I would have rather had Tri-Talk. Would have been really cool. Really get some use out of those fire rods. I think that's enough hits to have him switch to Shiva. There we go. Beautiful. Now we know how to handle it. After you hit Ifrit, I want to say 5 times? Hit him like 5 times? He will switch. Oh, still alive. Well, that's dumb. Why are you still alive? I'll use another one. Actually, you know what? This might kill. She's so close to dead. Please. Fine. God, why are you still alive? Anyway, I thought she would have less life than that. Alas, she did not. But she's dead now, so who cares? Now we're right next to the healing spring, so we'll go ahead and take a sip off that. We're hoping we find a character here. That would be the dream. We do, and it's a cyan. Oh, baby. Happy birthday to us. Kind of want to see if you can use the Ragnarok. I want to see. I'm going to try right now. Nope. Oh, well, we tried. Save up. We're going to go straight to Dome Siege. It is the closest, fastest check that we can do. And I'm already going to be feeling pretty good after that to go do Dome Dream or maybe fight a boss. Or a dragon, that is. We could do maybe Mount Zozo could be a good option. Take a dragon just to catch up on, not really catch up on levels, but get some levels. Okay, Umaro. That's interesting. Honestly, I'll take Umaro over Cyan because Cyan doesn't have a lot of really good prospects right now. Stray Cat. Oh, baby. Y'all don't even know what's coming up. So Stray Cat gives you 4 times physical damage. Now, who has Rage but my future VK user? You ever see 4 times damage on a VK offering build? I have. It's pretty good. it's pretty good. Ooh, that might actually kill with the flare. That would be beautiful. The Narapa starts with a automatic reflect, but very low life. And if you can get to her fast enough, you can kill her before she does her 4 condemns, which is very nice. You know what? I'm a little inclined to just go to World of Ruin Narsh before Doma Dream because there's multiple checks there. I can get more Espers, get a little bit more safety and levels, and then I can go and do Doma Dream. This place is harder to get stuck in, so I will just come here, do this. I have a Rage Ring, put that on Umaro, and I have an Atlas Armlet, so he's already pretty set. Keep him going with that. So Rage Ring, Atlas, boom, we got a Yeti. It's gonna be sort of slapping with that. You know what I want to do? I want to check the spawn star in a box because I'm looking for Katana Soul. And I'm gonna freaking get it. I don't think I have anything that I recognize. I can just Stray Cat though. That'll do some damage. You know what? I'm inclined to just use that Super Ball. No, you know what? I don't even need to use the Super Ball. I will just use the Pearl Rod because it'll do pretty good damage. Katana Soul can hit really hard. We're also going to get a ton of money from this. Because we have the Cat Hood, which doubles the amount of gold we get. Just don't kill and I'll be happy. Thank you. Boom. Doesn't look like much now, because he had pretty much full life. But don't worry. The gas will come, especially now that I'm going to have an offering. Oh, baby, it will. It's gonna come in. Wait till the end. Wait till the end. There's 83,000 plus an offering. Hell to the yes. I might end up doing something a little cheeky here, and that's just going up and maybe taking Tritalk before I take the dragon. Because I don't have anything good to learn off these Espers. You know what? You know who's most inclined to do the most damage by the end? It's going to be Setzer. So I need to put the Experience Egg and Offering on Setzer now. And he can just roll with that for the rest of the game. We hope to get an HP Esper. That would be really cool. We also hope to find a Skull Dragon for a Muscle Belt. And later on, he can just have the Offering Muscle Belt. The 50% HP increase. Takes a relic slot, but when you're doing 4 times damage with Cat Scratch and everything else, it's fine. Can you get out of my way, please? Danke. Save. This idiot is just like floating around right now. Yeah, he wants me. He wants me bad. Okay, we're out. He wanted me. All right, before we do anything, we need to take that off. I'm gonna do Experience Egg, Offering. He can have Hero Ring. I don't know. I guess Earrings, because he has Meteor and stuff, so. I'm doing this hoping for a better Esper. So I can at least, you know, give Strago a job somewhere. He doesn't really have one right now. That fight, that clutch Doma Siege fight for Stray Cat is just... Oh, it's gonna pop off at the end. I can't wait. One of my favorite builds in the entire game that you never get to ever see, ever. Does he not have a VK on? Is that a thing? That would be weird. Why would he not have a VK on? I'll double check that. Come on, fingers crossed, Esper. We have a higher chance of getting a character from Umaro's check coming up. We hope it's an Esper or something. That would be great, but... Actually, I would rather have a character. Give me Sabin. Ooh, Locke just learned Fire 3, which is pretty neat. Ah, it's dead. Sad. Sad. Sad, 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 sad. Alright, well, we're just going to go take the dragon. We tried. Gave it a good go. We didn't really get hit, so... Let me see. You have a VK on? You do. Alright. You're just doing weird punch animations for no reason. Got it. Skull Dragon? Ugh. Pretty good, though. He's already doing 2,000 damage, but it's only going to go... It's going to skyrocket as he gets more levels. And then it will super skyrocket when we hopefully get a muscle belt. It is the dream. Ragnarok. That's cool. I don't need it, but cool, cool, cool. That's fine. I accept. It's levels anyway. I don't think anyone needs that. If I get a Genji glove, that'd be really cool. I can give Locke double rag. But actually, no, I'd be looking more like Genji glove for the Ragnarok Atma. That's what I really want. Don't need monsters in a box anymore, really, so we are just not going to worry about it. Grab this chest, because it's pretty close. I do love me some free ice shields. Alright, I guess I would like a character that's a good one, or an Esper. It is an item. Double dead. Ugh. Good lord, the seed is, just dead central. So we're pretty much just going to be getting Skip. Like, we're pretty much just going to be getting Skip. The seed is saying, hi, I don't want to give you anything. Bet you are upset that you came all the way up here hoping for Espers, and instead you got nothing. Should have gone to Dream first. It's okay. This wasn't a bad move. I did want the dragon. Pop Warp Stone. Get a quick save in here. Already mid-20s at 27 minutes into the seed. Well, you know what we can do? Should have done this before. Search this guy's real quick. This would have been the smarter thing to do before I went and took a dragon, but alas, I didn't think about it. Happens. Oh, I think he's dead. Okay, can I get something that's not a dead check? Pretty please. At least to know it can't be a character. Esper, thank you. This is probably going to be an HP plus 100% Ultima, whatever Esper that I would have loved to have before. Whoa. We'll take a look at it. Rama. Rama, HP plus 10 is an automatic go on the VK user. I don't care what the HP bonus is. It's any bonus is a good bonus. 50 plus is preferred, but you take what you can get around here. All right, I'm gonna finish this place. Then I'm thinking I'm gonna go straight over to Zozo. Mount Zozo. There we go. I should probably think about heading to the Coliseum fairly soon. Mostly because I'm looking for a Genji glove. There's not much else I need, but I would love to see if I can get a Genji glove. I have a lot of big weapons sitting around, and I wouldn't hate having a way to use multiple of them on one character. For now, it's looking like we got a a two-man wrecking crew at the moment. Don't hate that at all. Please kill. Ooh, okay, good. We got lucky. If you don't kill him fast enough and you bring him down below half-life, he starts using a bunch of potions and safe and other annoying stupid crap. So you really want to either let him attack and then you can start attacking him. That way his ATB is empty before you start attacking. Or you just want to kill him in one hit. We got lucky that his ATB started low. I don't know if y'all saw that, but that was Natural Magic Ultima. So Locke has learned Meteor to start the seed. He got Fire 3 at some point. Then he learned Ultima for free. I don't really intend to use him as a magic caster, but like if somehow you get through the seed without finding a bunch of power, which is impossible, I think, then that's pretty good. He's got a really good natural magic pool. Strago's still useless, though. Another VK. Because why not? You know what would be really cool? An HP plus 100% Esper, and then at the end of the game, we just do Octo VK for, 80,000 damage. That would be just the best. Not going to happen, but it would be really cool. Okay, so we know that this is not going to be a character. The sprite that was jumping between the trains was a ghost. That means it will be a guaranteed Esper. After this, we go ahead and check the throne of Doma Dream, whatever. I always forget the names. We'll check that. Hopefully another Esper. That'll get us nice and caught up. And then we'll just go do Mount Zozo. Sounds like a pretty good chain of events there. We can also consider Fanatic's Tower. I'd probably do Mount Zozo into Daryl's Tomb before I consider doing Fanatic's Tower, though. So let's just assume that we'll find a character at one of those other places before we have to consider peaking Fanatics and doing that. Let's get a quick save in here. I don't feel like I really need to heal. I know we're low on life, but who cares? We got pretty dominating offense right now. Oh, I did get another Esper, though. Right up. Magic power plus 2. Let's just gear Strago up for magic. Just kind of makes sense. Do I have another Fire Rod? I might. I don't think so. And I need it, though. Stray cat. Good cat scratch. Boom. Yeah, now we're talking. We're already at 6,000. Love to see it. I don't really want a flare proc if I can avoid it, so we're just going to use a Fire Rod, and then I will attack with Locke and hope it kills. Is that enough? I got the flare proc anyway. If you kill them with the first attack, you won't get a proc, so he had more life than I assumed. Not much more life than I assumed, but enough to force me into another flare proc. You hate to see it. All right, here's our free Esper. All right, Throne. You know what? I'm closer to the Coliseum and Daryl's Tomb than I am Mount Zozo, so we'll do Daryl's first and the Coliseum. We'll see what we can find. All right, another Esper. Fantastic. 5 and 6 at 33 is a really good pace. Where the next character is anybody's guess. We've already basically wrapped up most of the newest character stuff except for Mount Zozo. That's okay. All right, Coliseum is great in Moogle Cup because you can see every single reward. I'm going to just take a little gamble here. Do a quick save. Umaro's a safe bet always, because all he can do is punch things in the face. We want Genji gloves. It's Minerva. Genji helmet. Alright, no, nothing that I really want here. Kind of juked me out a little bit there with the Genji helmet, though. Got a little excited. Built me up, tore me down. Okay. Let's go ahead and knock out Daryl's. Pretty mid check, but not bad. Since I'm not maxed out on anything, I don't really care what it is unless it's dead. If it's dead, I might just leave. But kind of looking for skip right now. With how many dead checks I've had, I'm at 13 checks, I think. So that means I need 8 more checks. And I'm 4 away from unlock if everything goes perfect. This will be 1. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to assume I'm going to find at least 1 more dead check. But I need to have, 2 left. When I get unlock, at least 2. Well, at most 2. I'd rather not have 3 or more. With 2, I can just go to Kefka's Tower middle lane and take out Toilet Atma and the dragon and call it a day. Unfortunately, we got a really serious heal, complete heal from doing Doma Dream. You get one when you finish. Very sad. The VK is not going to be slapping as hard as it was before. But alas. Illumina. Another dead check. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely going for skip. Definitely going for skip. You know what? Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to soften him up a little bit. Oh, that's okay. So, offering goes through Love Token. Love Token means anybody who physically attacks or tries to physically attack Goddess is going to be blocked. But I just softened him up, and I'm just going to VK offering her in the face. Offering ignores that entirely. Don't kill. Thank you. He jumped over, grabbed Strago, and threw Strago at himself. But guess what? Goddess is dead. Because VK offering Cat Scratch is just... It's just the best. It's just the best. Alright, anyway, we got our Illumina. Let's go. Lovely. Mount Zozo. Let's go. Yeah, if you ever have a VK build, especially VK offering, don't feel bad punching them in the face. They love it. Okay, so we're going to go here, and then I'm going to go ahead and peek Fanatics. I have lock with Ultima, so we can solve a lot of problems just with Ultima. I'm perfectly okay with doing that. Unfortunately, we don't have Berserk, which is always really, really good when you go to Fanatic's Tower, because you can cast Berserk on your physical casters and just let them go hog wild, but I don't have that. I don't think, unless somebody learned it naturally and I didn't see it, which is super possible. Plausible, even. I feel like I got another Esper, and I don't remember if I did or not. I know I got Illumina there, but like, is there another Esper that is around? Siren is HP with Muddle. Yeah, Raiden? HP plus 10 again. Float's cool, though. But I don't have anything... I guess you don't need that speed anymore. I do like Float. Let's just make sure he learns Float. Oh, yes. Oh, happy birthday to us. Please don't proc flare, you idiot. Don't do it. Just don't. Thank you. Oh, this is 50% increased HP for Setzer. This is the best find for a VK build ever. He can't use it yet because I want the offering more than I want the muscle belt, but that just is going to absolutely pump up our offense at the end. And it gives us a way to artificially reduce our own HP when we get to Kefka's Tower. I'll demonstrate that when we get there. I don't really care what this is, but a shield would be preferred. Another Atma, who cares? At this point, every single dead check has just been a sword, so, you know, I can open up a weapon shop right now myself. God weapons are us. Okay, no Esper. Or, sorry, no characters. So we're going to go check Fanatics. We'll peek it because it is peekable. If that's not a character, then we're just going to head straight down to RNG Cave. And if that's not a character, I guess this is a potential Burning House gated seed, which is cursed. I mean, progress is progress, or rather progression is progression, but I want my last character. And I want it to be a fast character. Fanatics, let's go. Have a little peek-see. So, walking around down here is going to be some dudes. If there's a character, then it's a character. It's frickin' Gao. Don't love that. But, you know what? I'll do it. I don't love that at all, though. That's kind of cursed. That is not the character we wanted. And we could do Velt, I suppose. This is also 3 checks. We're, like, super going to get Skip by, like... We should get Unlock and Skip at about the same time, actually. We got, what, this? MP... Life 2 is pretty good, so, you know what? You start learning that. Gao is super cursed. I hate that. I hate that for me. So, like, do we do Velt? We do Velt. We're pretty close to the Velt right now. We just do it. I feel like we haven't had that many bad grind fights. We should be okay, right? I think we should be fine. Take the dragon. We have Ultima. No white dragon? Okay, good. You haven't learned anything good, right? No, you haven't. You know what? We have Umaro. Umaro can stand on business. We got a super rod, a super ball too. Throw my balls in his face. Let's go. Oh, first. Okay, so I cannot... Okay, good. I cannot have Setzer dying. That's unacceptable. We also have no cure magic. Also pretty cursed. Dragon's dead. We made it. I'm a little concerned about my HP, though. I got potions and stuff, but, like, not the best. We have a heal rod. It's going to end up being Strago's job in the final fight, I bet. Oh, look at that. Another weapon. Wow. Am I sure I have no spells? I have life 2. That is a spell. But for now, I can just burn through all of my potions. And hope that that is enough to carry me. And if anybody dies, I'll just life 2 them. I hope. I pray. As long as the boss isn't absolute trash, maybe we'll be okay. What we got? We got another big weapon here? Give me another VK. Oh, you know what? I love that. I can crack that. All right, don't suck. Please. Oh, it doesn't suck. I love it. I'm just gonna let Umaro handle business here for a moment. I have another Ultima ready for Rizzo Pass when he shows up. This could be 10 seconds for Rizzo Pass or up to 60 seconds for Rizzo Pass. Real stupid check. Hate it. We got lucky though. This should insta-kill him, which is fantastic. It's a bit slow, but I want to make sure he dies. Because he's single target, Ultima will do full damage to him. Boom, boom. Get out of here. Alright, so we get Gao, and we take a gamble. Honestly, I don't care what character shows up. Any character that shows up, except for maybe Gogo or Mog, if there's a character at Velt. Every other character would be perfectly fine. We're still going to need 2 Espers. Ideally, we just get Gao and then we go do RNG Cave and we'll do the Velt and then we'll do RNG Cave and hopefully the Velt is an Esper and RNG Cave is an Esper and we're just done, ready to go and get Skip. Should be 2 away. And if I'm 3 away, I can just do Opera Dragon into mid KT for 21 check Skip. I don't know how many checks I'm at, but Fanatic's Tower counts for 3, believe it or not. It's not only the check at the bottom, but it's the dragon and it's the high tier chest at the top. So 3 checks. It is technically a slow check, and it's very annoying because all the stairs. However, you're going to get 3 checks and guaranteed progression at the bottom and a high tier item and a dragon with a high tier item. It's super valuable. You can get a ton of power here. The one thing I need to make sure I remember to do is I need to take a character out. I don't want to put Gao in. Gao is going to be completely pointless at this point in the seed. Unless he has Sword Tech. If he has Sword Tech, I will take Umaro out. So I'll check. He has Magitech, which is not going to work for me. So we're going to take 1 out. We're going to head to the Velt. We're right next to it. We can do it in World of Ruin as well as World of Balance, but we're like right here. So let's just give it a go. Go ahead and take off our Moogle Charm and start running. I am fairly certain this is not a valid fight. Typically, if it's 4 of the same sprite, it's not going to allow Gao to appear, but I could be wrong, so I'm just going to take my chances. Keep in mind, it's like a 62% chance or whatever for him to show up, so even if that was a valid fight, it doesn't mean he was guaranteed to show up, so who knows. Perfect. Just give it to me, game. Damn. The Velt can be super trolly no matter what, but it's much more trolly when you have a bunch of other characters in the pool that you have to deal with. Feels worth it to me, though. Because I know it's guaranteed progression. I have a good chance of getting a character that doesn't suck with some free checks or some quick checks. Or I have a chance of getting an Esper that gets me just a little closer. I'm going to go with that check probably isn't going to work. God, I'm going to have like 300,000 gold by the end of this. That cat hood is putting in work. Work that doesn't matter. I have so much money and nothing to spend it on. Come on, game. I believe in you. Give me some random encounters. Please? Thank you. Okay, Shadow is acceptable. Not exactly what I wanted to see, but could work. Could work. He's not the worst. He's certainly not the best. Let's see if we can't get something fun from Gao's dad's house. Hoping for an Esper here. Kind of why I wasn't minding another character. Sabin. Okay, now we're getting a little obnoxious. Because we already have Skip. And we don't have Unlock yet. So, let's see. Let's do some quickie checks here. Get a free heal here, which is pretty annoying. Yeah, unfortunately, the routing in this seed is pretty questionable. I have this spot I can check quickly, and I can also semi-peek Collapsing House, World of Ruin. This is just fast. Especially when it's this guy. Even at full life, he'll probably die. It's 6,000, and if not, Locke will tap him down. A quick and easy fight. You can go peek Collapsing House and see if there's a character holding up the house. If not, it's still a 50-50. There's no guarantee it's an actual character. Or sorry, an actual Esper. But at least we can look first. If not that, I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe we just go to Auction House because I have $14 million. All right. Okay. Okay. I mean, we're gonna get unlocked at like 23 checks maybe, but we're getting there. We're almost there. One more. I don't need to loot anything. I don't need to fight anything. I just need to get my Esper. I want to save outside because if it is a character holding up the house, I probably don't want to do it unless it's somebody with multiple free checks. But even then, probably not. It is Mog. I don't want Mog. No, thank you. You know what? We're just going to go do Auction House. I have so much money. Let's just do it. I don't like the checks that are available to me still. And there's a shot at this being insanely fast or way more slow than everything else. So, you know what? I'm just going to gamble. Let's gamble it. Save in there. Let's go. Now we can peek and see if there is an Esper first of all. And if not, I'm going to do RNG Cave. Glowing Stone still available? Let's do it. If I get Esper first try, then this was like the best. I did not. That's okay. So in World of Ruin, you want to buy basically every chest that you get because it removes them from the pool of available things you can buy. So I want to get this out of the pool. The thing is that each one you buy does increase the chances of you getting the Imp Robot, which you really don't want. But I'm going to play this a little safe because I want to be able to reset out of an Imp Robot. But I want to go outside and save real quick. That way, me buying that out means I still, if I get the Imp Robot, I can reset and I don't have to worry about not having bought that 50,000 piece one. If that makes sense. The 50,000 will never show up again. That's what I'm trying to say. I'll try again. It's an Imp Robot, we reset. If not, we just buy out whatever it is. All right, cool. Second try is fantastic. It'll be 20K. I have more than enough money for this. All right, there's our unlock. It was a weird one, but we did it. We have skip, so we're just gonna roll in there. We're more than high enough level to handle this. And the good news is, even if I have to switch over the VK offering to lock, he can stand on business by himself. No problems. I don't feel like I really need to do anything else. I have a heal rod for healing, and I have god-awful amounts of offense. And hopefully that is just enough. There's mute. I have any other better HP? HP 50. Okay, cool. So we're going to go ahead and pop that on him. That way for the remainder of his time. Okay. We need... Does he have Sword Tech? He doesn't. Okay. If he had Sword Tech, I would have kept him. But he doesn't. We're going to bring Umaro back in for kicks. You, and you. Okay. This is a little slow. I'm going to save again. Everybody should be front road, looking good. I might actually back row him, and we're going to give him the Illumina. Yeah, you can have the spare Ragnarok. Why not, old guy? Alright. Let's put homeboy right there, you right there, and the other two over here. I want to make sure he has some help, and he has... Actually, right there would be good. Final Kefka is going to be interesting, to say the least. And if this boss sucks, I could always, again, put the VK offering on lock for the fight just to get him through the lane. But it's Welk, so it'd be okay. This might just kill. That would be pretty cool. Yep. Easy peasy. All right, so Locke is just going to be swinging, like single swinging in Illumina. And he will also be doing some life 2ing if people die. He's also got Siren, I think. And then he can cast Ultimas on tier 2. Should be fine. He's not magic pumped, but who cares? Not me. He does have Siren. Good to know. One thing I really need to keep in mind is that I need to make sure to put the muscle belt onto Stetzer before I switch characters. It is Mashi Masteer. Hit me, boy. Just don't kill me. Hit me, but don't kill me. You can't kill me because, yeah. I'm not 100% sure this guy can actually kill me. I have a Minerva on. So we might just be sitting here for... Oh, okay, that was good. That was good. Hit me harder, please. Just don't kill me. Hit me harder, but don't kill me. I like it. I don't know if I like it. If I get Cat Scratch, he dies. Ah, damn. No, I don't, because that healed me. It's okay. He's at like 24,000, so... I'd rather it be slow than dead. I'd rather it be slow than me be dead. That'll hurt. That'll also hurt maybe too much. Okay. I think he's dead. Yeah, he's gonna die. Even without Cat Scratch. Should be it. Okay. That was spooky, but we did it. Double Bolt was pretty cursed, but I do love the amount of experience I got there, not to mention the Mega Elixir. It's a nice, like, oh shit button. Let's get him up. Pop him up a little bit. Just a little, you know, just in case things go a little sideways here, we'll be okay. Cranes? Cranes just die as long as I don't die first. I have elemental protection. We should be fine here, but they won't be. Beautiful. Okay. Good. Let me just check his Esper. Starlet. All right, we have virtually nothing good here, unfortunately. That's fine. Let's go, instead of the experience egg, we want the muscle belt. So he now has 6,457 HP. Which means he's going to be doing a bonus of 5,000 damage per hit. Needless to say, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Thing is, I need to see if I vanish before I let him off his leash, because I need some way to keep him safe. Ah, of course. Of course. Absolutely cursed, like, Magimaster, Doomgaze, Kefka's Tower is pretty bad. And unfortunately, we have Umaro here, so if things go really bad and Strago dies, there's nothing I can do about it, but Pearl will help. Wish Rage, the Rage Ring would work, do a little extra damage, instead of him trying to swing with this Ragnarok. I need to take that off of him, actually, because I don't want any procs from him. You? All right, that was a very gentle Doom Gaze. He did almost nothing scary at all. No dooms, no nothing. He's just very relaxed. Very placid. Okay. So I don't know all the spells I have, but I'm hoping I have Vanish. If I can just get Vanish on Locke, on Setzer, he can just kind of go hog wild. Yeah, we got everything we need, so get this done. So we have no calmness protection. That's the worst thing. But if I have Vanish, if I can just put Vanish on Locke, I don't really care if anybody else dies. I want Locke protected. I don't think I have life 3. I don't have Phantom. I don't have any calmness protection. So I gotta hope somebody somewhere has learned to Vanish. And I think the only one that has natural magic was Locke. So I gotta hope maybe, possibly, perhaps, perchance, he learned something that will help me. Otherwise, it's just all in RNG's hands, and 90% of my offense is in Setzer right now. 1, 5, 6, 8. Let's see what happens. Mute, Muddle, Haste, Osmos, so he doesn't have any of that right now. He doesn't have anything. You have Styron. Vanish! Yes! Oh, thank God. Row him. Get float going. That was very rude of him. I have to set this up. Once this is set up, if Setzer can just survive long enough to do things, apparently that is too much to ask. This is very cursed right now. Physics, why aren't you just vanishing him to stop that from happening? Because if I use float after vanishing, Vanish turns off, fortunately. Once I have float up and vanish up, I can just let him go. We did it. We pulled it off. Uh-oh, that was the wrong guy. I maybe mistargeted there a little bit. Unfortunately, only that guy is still alive, which is not great. So we're gonna get shockwaved a bunch. And unfortunately, I may have severely miscalculated. We're gonna find out real quick. Okay, he didn't counter. Okay. We could have gotten like triple shockwaved and lost multiple people, and it would have just been like the end. Yep, hi. Oh, come on. I don't... What? Hi. Sorry, the cat is just like very excited to say hello right out of nowhere. Hello, good to see you. Hello. Oh, in my face. Let's give this a go. Raiden is a very high chance to instant death the middle. Tools in the middle with the red sash on. And it did work. I'm playing with my vision partially obscured right now. I get 2 more off? I think I can. I don't think I saw any mute. I do have mute. I also have siren. I didn't use it though. Shut magic down real quick. This could be bad. Okay, thank God. Alright, he died. Now we're kind of just going for this guy. I knew he was about dead. That was pretty much best case scenario. You can now life 2 and then just attack and call it a day. So this will be a dead magic. Okay, so I think the move here is just going to be to attack with Setzer and hope that he gets 2 attacks on Girl to kill her. And then I just vanish Setzer and attack again, and we're done. I don't really care if anybody else dies. I just need Setzer alive. He is not allowed to not survive tier 3. Should be fine. That is actually okay. Good. We will just get a vanish off here. And an attack, and that should end it. Good. It's okay. It is also okay. Not the best, but it's okay. What we're looking at is 2 attacks from Setzer, and that's all that this is going to take. Because he's doing about 32,000 damage per fight. Kefka has 62,000 HP. So I attack with Setzer, I wait, I attack with Setzer again, and I win. I've not felt very comfortable using Cat Scratch, because I just don't know what's going to happen, but I might as well use it now. If Setzer's going to die, he's going to die. It doesn't really matter. He gets countered, he gets countered. GG. Let's end it with a little Cat Scratch action, shall we? It's actually only 28,000. That's not enough, actually. And that was the heal rod. Oh boy. And we might get ultimate here and die. He did not. We got so lucky. He was at 56,000, which was enough to get him into Ultima counter phase. He didn't do it, so he spared us. That would have just been a GG. Would have been done. I thought he was doing 8,000 and not 7,000. Oops. That will be game. So I did find Stray Cat doesn't work with VK. I thought for sure it did. It didn't. It was doing the same amount of damage no matter what. It was just increasing the vigor-based damage, the actual weapon damage, and not the bonus. So I wasn't doing straight 9s like I had hoped. Oh well, if it was anything else, it would have been great. So, you know, don't do that. It didn't work. I thought for sure it did. There's a lot to learn about Final Fantasy VI. I played this game for 2.5 years, and I still get a little discombobulated with how some of the spaghetti code works, but that was fun anyway. VK offering builds are always exciting. That went about as poorly as it could have gone for Final Kefka, but you have to play really carefully with a VK offering build because the counters in Tier 1 can be really bad. Hitting the wrong targets in Tier 2 can be really bad. You still have to put up your various things like mute and instant death. I had to make sure I floated so I didn't get quaked. I had to make sure I was vanished so I didn't get counterpunched, stuff like that. There was a lot of considerations that slowed me down, but either way, it went pretty good. So, a little curious if anybody else has finished this. Looks like nobody else has finished it just yet, so it's just going to be me right now. 109.08. Not a bad race. Not a bad run. I thought I went fine. I definitely could have just like not used Stray Cat at all, but whatever. I got tunnel vision with it, and it seemed really cool. Or if maybe he could have used not the VK, but an Atma. I wonder if he could have used Atma. No, you can't use Atma and Rage because it breaks the game, so that wouldn't have been a thing. I could have done Fixed Dice. Fixed Dice definitely does. It's just slow, and I hate Fixed Dice, so I would not do that. Still fun, though. Either way, I think it went pretty good. If you guys have any questions, feel free to sound off in the comments below. Otherwise, if you have anything else you need to know, you feel free to message me on Discord. I'm more than happy to help you. Besides that, I hope you all have a good rest of your week and the coming weekend, and I will catch you all on the next one. Peace.